you kill me. Huh?
Now there's an idea.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 creative kills in horror movies. For this list, we'll be looking at some of the more imaginative ways used to extinguish victims in horror films. Which horror movie kill struck you as the most inventive? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. The Play Pals Conveyor Belt. Child's Play 2.
I hate kids.
As you've likely seen in other kitschy horror films, factories are an excellent source for lethal intentions. The on-site doll factory repairman finds this out the hard way in Child's Play 2.
Terrific.
His lounging is rudely interrupted when the conveyor jams at the eyeball insertion station, and he grabs his tools and gets to work. However, in doing so, he places himself in the ideal position for an unfortunate death. The machine is reanimated by our good friend Chucky, who surprises the poor guy and places him next in line to receive his own set of plastic orbs. Bummer. Number 9. The Jackhammer Steak. From Dusk Till Dawn. There are, according to cinematic lore, multiple ways to kill a vampire. But why go with the classic boring old steak when you can upgrade it? In From Dusk Till Dawn, when unexpectedly faced with hordes of stripper and bartender vampires, innovation is required. Thankfully, the gang has a pastor with them, so holy water is aplenty. However, what's a tough guy like Seth Gecko to do? Why, attach a large wooden stake to an old jackhammer, of course.
Okay, vampire killers. Let's kill some vampires.
Sure, it's likely completely impractical, doesn't seem like a light burden, and splinters are assured, but it looks really cool, and will get the job done. Number 8. Espresso Machine Steam. Leprechaun 2. There's nothing worse than a rude waiter.
So it's sweet gold you'll be wanting.
Gold card, Visa, MasterCard. I prefer cash, but maybe you're a little short.
When Lubden the Leprechaun is enjoying some coffee at an upscale cafe, a snarky barista comes over to tell him that he's closing shop and he needs to pay up. Well, we all know that leprechauns hate it when you demand their gold, and this little green guy is the wrong little green guy to mess with. Lubden's always relished in using everyday items to dispatch his victims, and the nearby espresso machine is too good to pass up. The unfortunate barista basically gets pinned down and steamed to death.
Don't touch! It's hot!
Next time, try service with a smile, buddy. And maybe count your blessings too, because it could have been a pogo stick.
No! No!
Number 7. Shotgun Impalement. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. If there's one thing that's difficult to imagine for horror fans, it's Michael Myers using a firearm. Well, he hasn't really used one in a technical sense. Michael's weapons of choice are normally sharp or blunt objects. He's definitely more of a jabber than a shooter, reaching primarily for knives, scissors, or strangling cords. In Halloween 4, Michael finds himself with a shotgun. Rather than shoot it, however, he actually just uses it like he would a precious stabby object and impales his victim with it. Points for originality, but he could just have easily used it as a bludgeon. So there's that. Number 6. A Human Marionette. A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Our old friend Freddy always has some interesting disposal methods up his striped sleeve. Since Freddy resides and kills in the dream realm, the possibilities are endless. There are a lot to choose from, but this scene from the third film seems to top them. Philip Anderson, the unfortunate victim, is used as a human marionette in his dream. In real life, Philip forcibly sleepwalks to the top of a cliff where Freddy cuts the strings and he falls to his doom. This is perhaps the inspiration behind some later human marionettes seen on TV shows, such as Fringe. Number 5. The Glass Pane, The Omen. There are a number of ways one can lose their head. In 1976's The Omen, photographer Keith Jennings loses his in a particularly grotesque yet thankfully rapid way.
I won't do it!
And if you don't do it, I will.
Adopted little rascal Damien isn't one to mess with, and he proves it by causing lethal freak accidents. When someone gets too close to the truth about his not-so-secret Antichrist status, Damien must make them disappear. Jennings is one such unlucky fellow, as a pane of glass slides off a truck and quickly removes his head from his neck. You have to use what's in your environment when in a pinch, and that pane of glass does nicely. Number 4. Liquid Nitrogen Facial, Jason X.
That's it. Come to mama.
Did you know that liquid nitrogen makes a boiling point of around minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit? Well, we're fairly certain Jason Voorhees doesn't know this. Or does he? He's a man of few words after all. He does know, however, that it will very quickly and easily dispose of someone, should the need arise and the substance be available. That's exactly what happens in Jason X, when Jason awakens in a lab. When there aren't any machetes within reach and intern Adrian has to go, Jason has to wing it by giving her an LN2 facial. He then smashes her thoroughly frozen visage into the counter. Points for creative improvisation? Number 3. Wired on the Dance Floor, Ghost Ship.
Tu trascini la nostra vita.
Anyone who's seen Ghost Ship has likely remained scarred by the opening scene. It's the early 1960s, and the rich and extravagant are enjoying a soiree on deck of the Italian ship MS Antonia Grazia. It's a lovely night for a dance, and all are enjoying the live music, including a little girl who finds herself cheerfully dancing with the captain. Suddenly, the fun ends as a detached metal cable from the ship sweeps through the dancers, bisecting everyone in its path. The child survives as she's too short and falls just under the wire. Though it may be illogical in reality, it makes for a hell of a grotesque show. Number 2. The Reverse Bear Trap, Saw 3D. The Saw franchise is filled with creative ways to die, and there are many to choose from. Let's stick to a popular one that made many appearances throughout the franchise, the Reverse Bear Trap.
Here, I'll show you.
Basically, the trap is placed and locked onto the victim's jaw. The wearer has a limited amount of time to find the key and unlock the device, or it will open and, let's just say, create an unhealthy distance between the upper and lower jaws. We see its lethal power in Saw 3D. Poor Jill.
Game over.
Better or worse than a proper bear trap? You be the judge. Runners up for the most creative kills in the franchise are Saw 3's Pig Vat and Angel Trap.
The acid will dissolve the key in a matter of seconds. Make your choice.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Down the Drain, The Final Destination. Veteran horror film watchers will automatically know that a poolside jerk named Hunt will most definitely not make it through the film. But no one really deserves what happens to Hunt in the Final Destination. Hunt dives into the pool to retrieve his lucky coin, but gets sucked into a drainage pipe that's been activated by accident. He doesn't have time to drown before his body is basically pulled entirely into the pipe, resulting in an explosion of Hunt pieces. Second and third places go to Final Destination 3's tanning bed and nail gun kills. Watch yourselves out there, folks. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.